Good morning, a very warm welcome to all Europeans that are joining us today, and good afternoon to our Vietnamese participants as well as partners in Vietnam in the occasion of the technical webinar for the forthcoming EU-Vietnam matchmaking event. Before presenting you the agenda and objectives of this webinar, I will quickly introduce you the housekeeping rules. This webinar is scheduled to last up to 1 hour. It will be recorded and afterwards published on the European Cluster Collaboration Platform, together with all materials that we'll be presenting during this meeting. All participants are in listening mode, so if you'd like to ask a question or to share a comment, please use the chat box or the Q&A box. Quickly, we'll introduce you the agenda. As mentioned, obviously we started with the opening. My name is Teodora Jilkova. I'm representing the European Cluster Collaboration Platform team. We will hear the presentation of B2Match platform. Many of the participants are very well familiar with the platform. We have been using it at many other events. But on this occasion, also we would like to introduce the features to our Vietnamese participants and counterparts that will be part of the matchmaking day. After that, we will make a brief introduction of the matchmaking event on the main day on the 4th of November as a matchmaking and business seminar, as well as the overall agenda of the 3 days. With this, we will continue with the B2Match platform presentation, and I'm giving the floor to my colleague Flavio for this presentation. Flavio, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Teodora. Thank you, everybody. Good morning to those joining from Europe, and good afternoon to our participants from Vietnam. Welcome to this technical webinar and to the EU-Vietnam matchmaking event. We are on the ACCP side. We are all looking to a very successful event for you. And in order to make it successful, it is very important to understand the B2Match platform. This is it's important to know that both the registration for the event as well as the meeting scheduling will be done via the B2Match. So understanding how this platform works, it's key for you, and this is why we aim in this technical webinar. I will try to be as clear, as straightforward as I can. However, if there are any questions, you are welcome to address them in the chat or in the Q&A box. Also, as Teodora already said, the materials, the recording of this webinar, as well as the supporting PPT will be published on the ACCP page, so you may review the information that was discussed at any time. If we can share the presentation. Okay. The registration step. The registration step mainly concerns our Vietnamese participants. If you are a European participant, you should know that you are already registered for this event from the evaluation phase, so there is no need to re-register. Your profile will be activated after this technical session. So the registration now, it's currently envisaging the Vietnamese participants. The Vietnamese participants will need to create a profile on B2Match by filling all required fields. This is like creating a profile on any other platform. It will prompt you to add information about yourself and about your organization. One important thing to keep in mind, if you used already B2Match in a previous event and you already have an account on B2Match, there is no need to create a new account. You can already use your previous account. Selecting the type of participant. During the registration, you will be prompted to select the category that you are participating in the event. As a Vietnamese participant, it is very important to select the option number 3. Why it is important to be in the correct category? It's because this will determine how you can book meetings. There is a meeting rule. Europeans can book meetings with Vietnamese organizations, and Vietnamese organizations can book meetings with Europeans. So if you register in the wrong category, then you will be unable to book meetings with the other counterparts. the registration link. How can you register for the event? There are two options. After this webinar, you will be provided with the link on the left. Using this link to register will automatically assign you to the correct category. It's the one that we discussed earlier, so there will be no need to manually select it. However, you have the option to register via the general event webpage, which is displayed on the right. This is available on the ACCV page. It's available on Google if you search it. But if you choose this second option, please keep in mind that you will be prompted to select your category as a Vietnamese participant. The simpler way is to use the link on the left. This will be provided to you after the technical webinar, and you will be automatically assigned to the correct category. During the registration, you will be prompted with the availability for booking meetings. By default, we, the organizers, we set this as available for all matchmaking time slots. So when you register, the system will automatically add you to all time slots. And we encourage you to keep it this way, because this way you can make the most of the event. However, if it happens that you are unavailable at a certain time, or you one slot you have another appointment, or you are unavailable, it's important to uncheck those time slots. This will prevent that you will have scheduled meetings in that time slot and you will be unavailable to attend it. From our side, we encourage you to stay fully available. This way you can maximize your opportunities for meetings. So this is the registration process. It's very simple. Now we reach this dashboard. From this point on, the information that we provide applies to both European participants and to Vietnamese participants as well. Once you log in, you will see this create opportunity feature. This allows you to add what you are offering, what you are looking for in the matchmaking event. If you are looking for a product, if you are looking for a service or a partnership. And if we go to the next slides, these are the opportunities that you can add. From our experience, this feature is very often overlooked. I mean, people register for the event, but they forget to add an opportunity. You can create offers and requests for many things, for buying or selling products and services. Maybe you are a Vietnamese organization that's interested to enter the European market, or you are a European organization interested in investing in a project in Vietnam. Whether you are looking for joint developments, you are offering expertise, all these type of opportunities are available here to create. If you add this to your profile, will help others understand your interests, and also it makes your meetings more targeted and relevant. And also it will help you find participants that are relevant to your interested faster. If we are going to also to the upper tab of your dashboard, we would like to present you two ways in which you can book meetings. The first option is to go to the participant tab, which is the second tab from left to right in the upper bar. Here you can see everyone registered for the event. This photo is from another event. Currently, for this event, there are no activated participants, but this is for the sake of the example. Here you can see all registered participants. You can filter by different criteria, by country. You can view profiles. You can enter each participant and see what they are offering. And if someone looks interesting to you, and they should look interesting to you, you can send them a meeting request by clicking on that plus sign, which is next to their name. So this is the first option to book meetings. You browse through the participant list, and you choose those that are interesting to you, and you select a meeting. The second option to book meetings is to go to the marketplace. This is the third tab from the upper bar. This is where all the opportunities that we talked before appears. So all the opportunities, including the one that you published, are appearing here. Again, you can browse through them, you can filter by various filters, you can check the offers and requests, you can read them. And when you find something interesting, you can open it and request a meeting with the person who posted that offer or request. So these are the main two options of booking meetings. Either you go to the participants tab. There you can see all the participants and the organizations that they are representing. They are already offering you some information. You can see the organization, you can see the sector they are operating in. So already you have some information based on which you can book a meeting. But if you want to go more in depth, then we also suggest you to check the marketplace tab. Here you can check also the offers and the requests, and also you can book meetings from here. Once you start the process of booking meetings, it's also very useful to check your meeting status, and you can do this by accessing that little icon of shaking hands. At first, like in the photo now, you will see 0 meetings. Once you start requesting meetings, they will appear in pending. Once the meeting is accepted, it will move to accepted meetings. And if for some various reasons, a meeting is cancelled, for example, a participant canceled its participation in the event, his meetings will be cancelled. Or you want to cancel a meeting from a specific time slot because you are unavailable at the time slot, you can cancel it and you can reschedule the meeting for another time slot. There are some important aspects about meetings. One, of course, you need to send meeting requests on your behalf. But the second main important thing about the meetings is that they are not automatically accepted. So when you request a meeting, the participant on the other side, the other person, must accept it. And also this goes the other way. If someone requests a meeting with you, you need to accept it to be scheduled. So the pending meetings will not be reflected in your final calendar at the day of the event. The meetings need to be accepted in order to take place. So our kind request to all participants, both European and Vietnamese, is that once you register and you start the process of booking meetings, it's very, very important to check the platform regularly and to review your pending meetings. Because on one hand, you will request meetings with someone and you want to see if they accepted the meeting. And on the other hand, you would like to review the meetings that were requested to you by other participants. And if they fit your interest, you can accept them. If they don't fit your interest, you can reject them. But it's important to take action and not leave them in pending. About the scheduled meetings, this is how it will look like when you have meetings. For example, here is a scheduled meetings from another event. You will have all the details here. The time of the meeting and also the table number in the matchmaking room. At the day of the event, there will be a matchmaking room. Each table will be numbered. So in your personal agenda, you will know exactly that at 3:20, I'm meeting this organization at table 25. Some general aspects about the meetings. Each meeting is set to last 20 minutes. All the discussions will be completely confidential between you and your partner. You can reschedule a meeting if it's needed. And also when you will browse in B2Match, based on the sector that you are representing and on other factors, the platform will also automatically suggest you some meeting opportunities. You can accept them, or you can do the browsing by yourself. The last tab from B2Match that we would like to discuss, it's the conversation tab. It's the one represented by the little chat icon. Here you can send and receive messages from other participants. For example, why it is useful is that when you request a meeting, you can also send a short message and introduce yourself, or maybe explain why you'd like to discuss, and this will increase your chances to book meaningful meetings for you. It is important for you to know that all messages are private. They are not visible to other users. They are not visible in the backend from the organizers, so it's fully confidential, and you can use this feature for communication. So these are the main features of B2Match. It's pretty straightforward to use. You can review this information as many times you would like. And it's important to schedule as many meetings as you can to maximize your matchmaking event. One important aspect is that after the event, you will receive a debriefing survey by email. This is very important to us, and it's also mandatory for the European delegation. We really value the feedback that we receive from these events, and we will stress this to you with various occasions. Also, there are some general remarks. This is more like a reminder. What you discuss in the meetings, it's up to you. However, we'd like to point out to you that meetings are private. The room setup will ensure confidentiality, so no one can hear what you discuss. We encourage you to be mindful to the sensitive or confidential business information that you would like to share. Also, to be sensitive to commercial secrets or internal strategies. This is just pure advice to you. It's a friendly reminder. Of course, you are welcome to discuss anything you wish in your meetings. So from this point forward, you only need to register to create qualitative opportunities, request meetings, and get ready for events. Keep checking the platform regularly for updates and for meeting status. And on the day of the event, you have two options. You can install the B2Match app. This is available both in the Play Store and the Apple Store. And there you will have the agenda with all your meetings. Also, you can have printed your agenda from the B2Match app. To come to your help, we will also have on the day of the event, we will have the agendas printed for you. We wish you a very successful event and a productive matchmaking event. And we are here if there are any questions to guide you to this process. Thank you, Theodora.
Thank you very much, Flavio, for this overview. As earlier informed, the recording of this webinar with this explanation, it will be uploaded on the European Cluster Collaboration Platform and also shared with you, as well as this presentation. So if there are any questions, of course, this can guide you, but we can also respond to your questions. One aspect that is important here, I think, to be mentioned, I don't recall whether you have mentioned it earlier, Flavio, the European participants, during the process of expressing of interest to be part of this mission, you have already created your profiles in B2Match. So after the event today, together with the follow-up, we will already activate your profiles. So actually, because you have started the process with expressing your interest, and we will activate your profiles. Only those European organizations that have changed the member of the team who will be traveling. We have few organizations. So there was one person who expressed interest initially, but a different person from the organization will travel. Only to those participants, we will share again the link for the European delegates so they can retrieve their profiles. And obviously the other person that have initially made the application will be deactivated. So we have all in one place and as updated as possible for the day of the matchmaking event. For the Vietnamese participants, as was shared earlier, we will share the link that will lead you directly for the correct place to open your profile. Maybe here is the moment to give the floor to our colleagues from CCI France Vietnam. Sophie we are very glad to have Sophie here with us today as well. So maybe Sophie, quickly to the participants that are joining us from Vietnam, the counterparts that will be meeting with our EU delegates, maybe use the moment and share with them the follow-up process, basically, because till that moment, your team, you have been communicating with these organizations, you've already pre-selected. So after we will share with you the link after this webinar, maybe use the opportunity to guide them through the process. Of course, we will be always supporting if there is some questions, but over to you, Sophie.
Yeah, thank you very much, Theodora. Thank you very much, Flavio. It was really clear on, I guess how to register and how to make this matchmaking successful. So I'm Sophie Mermaz. I'm Deputy Director for the French Chamber of Commerce in Hanoi. I'm here joined with my colleague Miss Ni, who is obviously a fluent Vietnamese speaker, and we will be together supporting the Vietnamese association, Vietnamese SMEs, Vietnamese organizations to log on to the ECCP, onto the platform, and make the best use of it. We will support you into creating your profile, and we're ready to support for basically any questions regarding the event. So the follow-up step will be for us to send you the recording of this webinar together with a link onto the matchmaking platform. And from there, you will be able to create your profile. And again, we're here to support any questions you may have. Miss Ni is available at hanoi@ccifv.org. You already know her because she sent already some invitations. But again, happy to support with any questions.
Thank you very much. Also, because you have been communicating till that moment with the organizations, with MISO organizations that will be part of the matchmaking day. You as co-organizers of the event, you have in real time, you have an access to the system. So obviously, you will be able to look those that have already registered from your end. Of course, if are having problems, also jointly with you, we will be monitoring whether there is a big number of pending meetings, because when at some point we reach the level of many requests, but there is no actions, and this is very good for all participants to hear that, okay, you send requests. For example, if I have 9 slots to make a meeting, I've sent these requests, and if I've sent 9 requests, my schedule is already blocked, which means that the counterpart needs to react either to cancel or to accept the meeting in order to continue making further requests and meetings. So that's why it's extremely important, as Flavio mentioned earlier, to check regularly, because from today all the will be visible. Of course, from today, the Vietnamese counterparts will start making their profiles, but this will be a continuous process in the next 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks. So please be engaged and be active. For those that are for the first time, either from Europe or from the Vietnamese participants that are for the first time having a chance to be part of such matchmaking or to use B2Match, just to explain you that while currently this is your virtual platform where you will, and diary, where you will create and block your meetings, you will be assigned a table, and which you will see that already when your schedule is confirmed, you will see that, for example, meeting number 1 is taking place at table 1, meeting number 2 at table number 5. Flavio mentioned earlier that it's very good to download the app as well as to have the final schedule, because this will help you very quickly on the day to know what is the order of meetings. We will replicate this number of tables physically when we are on site on the 4th of November. So there will be tables with concrete numbers. Of course, together with Flavio and other colleagues, we will guide you. We will have also your schedules. We will announce the first meeting is starting, then there is just 1 minute left. Be ready to switch and take the next place for and table for the next meeting. But it's very good for you to download the app, because this will help you to further plan better. And obviously, this is all part of a very good organization that is provided by B2Match. Okay, if I'm missing something, Flavio, please stop me at any time and add if you think that there is something else we can add. We welcome questions. I will quickly have a look whether there is some questions at that stage. Okay. Greetings, that's very good. It's already, I see exchanges in the chat. Thank you very much for this engagement. And now we will continue with a very quick overview of the 3 days program. Mostly, as maybe it's good to share with the Vietnamese organization and participants that the overall program for the EU delegates, it's over 3 days. The first day when we will meet jointly is the 4th of November. This is the matchmaking and the business seminar day. I am having a different slide for that, so I will go further in details. And then together with all European participants, we will go on the 5th of November to visit the Vietnam Industrial and Manufacturing Fair, also currently finalizing the final aspects regarding the site visits. There is a potential site visit on the 5th of November in the afternoon, so we will plan very well the morning on the 5th of November while we will be at the expo. And then on the 6th of November, we will have a few site visits. Currently, our partners from the CCI France Vietnam are finalizing the details, which will allow us in the next few days already to share with you as a follow-up more detailed program for the overall mission across the 3 days. Now going back to day 1, as we have currently our partners and counterparts from Vietnam, it is good to look more in details this day. If we can go on the next slide, just to have in details. Yeah, so for here, this is how our day will look on the 4th of November. With the EU participants, we'll start the morning with a brief internal introduction. Then jointly with our partners, we are developing a session on doing business in Vietnam. There will be a presentation on the IP protection in Vietnam. And you see where at the 12 o'clock, we will start also the registration for the local Vietnamese participants. And the official opening of the EU-Vietnam matchmaking event will be at 1 o'clock, followed by a pitching session. This is a very dynamic, energetic session where we will give the opportunity to all participants from both sides to present very quickly and briefly their organization. Why we do this? Of course, in B2Match already you will introduce the services, what your interest, what your offers. But with the busy days and we know that you might miss a chance to go in details and to understand the offers from one organization. So during this pitching session, we give a chance once again, you in a format of 1.5 to 2 minutes to present your organization and your interests. This is helping if there was someone missed a chance to request a meeting with one organization, but what hears during this pitching session is interesting, to look for an opportunity on an ad hoc basis during the networking parts of the event to seek contact with this organization in person. And then we will have 3 hours of matchmaking. Flavio presented earlier how it will look like at the back end of how you will see the different, your diary. So from 2:30 till 5:30, we will have this will be the dedicated time for the matchmaking. Each meeting is 20 minutes. And after that, we will continue with the networking reception, which will, the networking reception, which is open for all participants. Also, there will be other guests. We are looking also to invite representatives from the member states. Okay, so maybe we can go on the next slide. For all participants, what is important is what you have heard, to have to start requesting and accepting meetings. Obviously, we will activate the profiles of the European participants, as well as the Vietnamese participants will do their profiles. For the EU participants, also we have sent an invite to join the LinkedIn group. We will share with you the link to check the exhibitor list at the Vietnam Industrial and Manufacturing Fair. As we will have a limited time, please search and check the exhibitors well in advance. Also, we will provide you the registration link for the expo. And all participants will receive detailed information how to prepare for the pitching session, which I just presented. So this is the summary. We welcome some questions that we can use the time today to respond. If you have already immediate questions, please do share with us. Once again, the materials will be shared with you. The links for the registration. I see there is a question coming. Okay. There is information about the email. We will share, especially to the EU participants, those that have recently changed the number, the person from the team that will be participating on site. We will send you directly the link so you can activate, retrieve your profile from in B2Match. And for the Vietnamese participants, of course, we will share the link that you have seen earlier to register directly at the right place. Sophie, as well, if you want to share something else, we are here waiting.
Yeah, maybe Theodora, maybe you can give some explanation about is there a time limit to set an appointment, like let's say 2 days before the matchmaking? Is that too late, or I mean, what's the timeline basically?
Both registration and booking meetings will be open until midnight the previous day of the matchmaking event. So until that point, participants can register and book meetings. We encourage them to register as early as they can. Then they have time to see all the participants. Also, others can see them. As later as they register, there will be less time to be visible on the platform. But however, if someone registers last minute, they can do it even 1 day before the event. And if they find someone available, they can quickly book a meeting. And also, this is why important for everybody, and we stress this again, we kindly ask you to check at least daily maybe. However, you will receive notifications via email, but it's important to check your meetings because, as Theodora said, if you have some requested meetings that they are not responded, they will block your slots, and you will be not, everybody has only 9 slots because we are limited in time. And if your slots are blocked with pending meetings, then this prevents you to have actual accepted meetings. So it's very important for all participants, both European and Vietnamese, to check their meetings. And if it fits your interest, accept the meeting. If not, you can reject the meeting. But however, it's important to take action and to keep your agenda available. So until midnight, the day before the matchmaking, you can register and you can book meetings.
Okay, thank you very much, Flavio. What I wanted to add is that, I mean, again, I've said that before, but we are fully available to support the Vietnamese participants. And in case, you know, which is a very positive outcome, that we have too many meetings and you cannot see all the clusters or the organizations that you want to meet with. And now I'm talking to our Vietnamese counterparts. The networking cocktail that we are organizing after the matchmaking is also going to be a great opportunity to have this exchange and these conversations with maybe the clusters that you haven't been able to meet with. And me, myself, and my team will be able to do the introductions as well during the networking cocktail. So it's you know, always possible to meet everybody.
Yeah, having all time slots booked, it's wonderful, and it will be a very good outcome of the event. Also, on our side, we are always open for ad hoc meetings, even during the matchmaking. If some participants has an available slot for some reason, we are always open to ad hoc meetings during the formal matchmaking event, during the informal breaks, as you said, during the cocktail and other times when we are together. So there will be plenty of time for meetings, and if indeed everybody is fully booked, this is very great news.
Yes, absolutely. I was also wanted to add that we will use every opportunity to introduce participants, also the colleagues from the marketing team during the time when the meetings are going on. Also, they're using the opportunity to take some interviews that we are using afterwards to disseminate the outcomes of the event. So we will have a very busy afternoon, but it's great that we have an opportunity afterwards to have this networking reception, which will allow extra hours for exchanges and creating further contacts if you miss the chance to make the meeting. Also, earlier Flavio demonstrated the opportunity, the chance to use the messaging function in B2Match. If you want to see, if you want to, you've sent a request to an organization and they're already fully booked, please also use the opportunity to send them a message, because through this message, you can use the chance during the networking slots already to plan a meeting with this organization. I don't see questions. We have summarized the different aspects. Maybe we said that we have scheduled like 1 hour, up to 1 hour for this webinar. It is very well structured, the information. Obviously, there will be a lot of follow-up with the different materials. Sophie, if you'd like to say something else, or we will consider start planning the closing of the webinar.
That's it for me. Just, you know, any questions may arise after the webinar, and happy to support with any further questions. And also, if you, I mean, if there are questions that I know I need to get back to you, Theodora, so I will send you some specific questions, if any. But I guess we are all ready to log on to the platform.
Yes, we are very Very happy with that. Thank you very much to all that have been with us this morning and this afternoon for the Vietnamese participants. Thank you, Flavio. Thank you very much, Sophia and your team, for supporting and being working closely on a daily basis with us. We encourage once again all delegates from both sides to start preparing their participation and to take the maximum out of this opportunity and matchmaking event. Thank you very much, and we are very much looking forward to seeing you soon.